everybody and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back if you're coming and returning and retuning in, and hello and welcome to those who are new. Do think about subscribing if you're new, always helps, and love to see new subscribers. So I'm not feeling very well today. I think I said that in my video last night. Sore throat, snotty nose, achy, but I just really wanted to cheer myself up and do my completed pages for October. Yay! So I think I've done around 15, 16 this month to show you, but I'm going to start off with a couple that my daughter's done, and she's done them in Matchstick Mouse, an autumn colouring book. She's done this one, and these are with Arteza Everblend alcohol markers, and she's done this one. I think they're both very cute, and she is working on another one in this book, so that's her book. So now we're going to crack with mine. So this is like all my notes on what I've used, and I've got a big pile of books here. So the first one I did in October was from Molly Harrison's big fantasy colouring book in Grayscale, and I did a witch, and we did this one. I'm not sure, yes you can see all the gold in the sky. So I coloured this with Black Widow pencils. That's on the pumpkin, on the tree, on this green bit, on her hat, on her dress. I then also used a Calero watercolour paint on the cloak, and that's kind of got a purpley, iridescent-y, shimmery look. I also used some Sakura Jelly Roll glaze on the bottom of her dress and some Pentel Jewel Hybrid, and there's also some glaze doing the kind of pleats and folds within her dress. This isn't my favourite one of the month. What else? Then there's some Calero watercolour paint for the moon in silver and gold. Then I used some Distress ink for the sky, and that was a combination of black soot and blue ribbon. And then I put some Stickles glitter gel and solar flare to add to that. And then the grass on the bottom is chalk pastels. It's not my favourite one of the month, but it will pass, is what I felt about it. I felt it was a good kick-off to my witchy, October-y Halloween month. So that was the first one that I did in October. Then we moved on to Enchanted Faces by Hannah Lynn, which is I just love this book. It's just beautiful. And I've picked this one, and I felt it looked a little bit like a sorceress with this thing that she's holding here. So for this one, I based it all with Arteza Everblend alcohol markers. Then I went in with Arteza Expert pencils. Then we've got some Deco Art Galaxy glitter. We've got some on her dress, on the green bit of her dress. We've got some on the blue bit of her dress. Then we've got some Stickles glitter glue on the cloak. Some Pentel Jewel Hybrid on this pink ball she's holding, and then there's also some Pentel Jewel Hybrid on this little bit of her dress. And I just really like the way it turned out. Just think she looks really pretty. It's very simple. Like the skin came out well. Didn't like the eyes particularly, but it was relatively quick. And then I put some Sakura Jelly Roll metallic, just bordered it in purple around the outside. But again, very shimmery, very shiny. Very happy. So that was an Enchanted Faces by Hannah Lynn. Then we moved on to doing something in Rita Berman's Mein Herbstspaziergang, so my walk through autumn. And for this page, I decided to do some apples. Just appealed to me. I really had a lot of fun with this as well. This is all Arteza Expert pencils. I knew I didn't want the leaves to be green. My leaves, there is definitely a theme with my leaves this month. They are definitely autumnal, like browny greens, oranges and yellows. So I really liked the way their leaves turned out in contrast with the green and red apples. So Arteza Expert pencils. some pentel jewel hybrid in some of the apples, which I think you can just about see. So little bits here and there. Distress? No, that's not right. Then we did some silky crayons in the background, and again I went with the autumnal theme of orange and yellow, so completely stepped out of what I normally would go for. Yeah, I really enjoyed this one. It was really, really fun. So yeah, that was that one. The apples. Then I did something, this is a new book for me, Enchanted Halloween by Hannah Lynn, and this was part of Coloropoly with Chronic Colouring Down Under, and I got Whimsical, and I was very much going for witchy theme this month, and so I coloured this witch from Enchanted Halloween, and this was coloured with Arteza Everblend alcohol markers. Pretty much all of it was based in that, except for the background. The background wasn't. So all of the witch, the hair, the hat was all Arteza Everblend. And then I went over it with Arteza Expert pencils. Then in the background, then I used some silver acrylic marker to just put the cobwebs in. That's on the hat and the dress. Then I use silky crayons in the background in like a orange and pink colour. And then I coloured all of the sweets in Sakura Jelly Roll Metallic. So I really like the kind of shimmery effect. I think a fly just flew in front of the camera, how funny. Shimmery effect, and again the border is a Sakura Jelly Roll Metallic as well. And I just thought it looked really, really cute. I did something really messed up with the eye here. I put like a blue eyeshadow and it just looked weird, but you don't notice it unless I'd have pointed it out. So yeah, really, really enjoyed that one, and that was for my first roll of Chronic Colouring Down Under's Coloropoly. So that was Enchanted Halloween, a Whimsy Girls fantasy colouring book, and the images in here are just amazing. And I have the Christmas one on the way. I'm so excited. Then we have, again, a new book from me, Johanna Basford's Rooms of Wonder. Took me ages to look through this book and decide what page I was going to colour. So this is just wax paper, food wax paper. Lucy, just as colour, uses these. You can just buy them on Amazon. So I did this one from Rooms of Wonder. So what did I colour this with? I cannot remember. So this was done with polychromos. Then there's also some watercolour paint. I can't remember what. Yeah, that's on the books. There's some watercolour paint on the books in like I think it's called Aztec Gold from Kiliro. There's also some copper one here. There's also a kind of blacky silver one, which is from the Arteza Metallic. Then there's some stickles on this cauldron potion coming out here. Then for the background in the mandala, I did with Derwent Inktense, I believe. Oh, it doesn't say. Silky crayon. No, I'm sure I went in the middle of the mandala with silky crayon. Not silky crayon, sorry, Derwent Inktense in the centre of the mandala. And then on the outside corners, I used... I think it's silky crayon. Yeah, silky crayons, and then I put some stickles glitter glue on for some sparkle. I wasn't overly pleased with the way it turned out. I think it just felt a little busy when I came to it, and perhaps I should have just left it white. So it's not. I don't think it's my best, is what I'm saying. But I like the way I did the jewels and the green emerald. I like that how that turned out, and there's lots of sparkle on it, and it was quite a fun page. So that was that one. But again, new book for me, Rooms of Wonder, and I've seen some stunning pictures coming out of people colouring in this book. I really have. So that's Rooms of Wonder by Johanna Basford. Then I did something from Romantic Country by Erie, and I think this has got to be my favourite picture of the month. My cat wants to go out, so I'm just going to let him out. Come on. This has got to be my favourite picture of the month. I just had so much fun doing it. So this I based, I did a bit of a play with this. So I based the jacket and the boxes and this wood all in Derwent Inktense. And then I went over in polychromos. And I think the rest of it is all done in polychromos as well. Then there's Pentel, I don't know if you can see, Pentel dual hybrid on some of these patches. Then on the stars here. Then there's a little bit of that on the duck's hat. I googled what chickens look like because I wasn't sure. And I knew I wanted ready brown potatoes. Then in the background I used Distress ink, again in black soot, and I think it was wilted violet. And when you mix the black and violet together, they're both really, really intense colours, but you get this beautiful dark violet. So I had a lot of fun doing that. And then I went over the Happy Halloween Boo. That was already there, but in black. So I went back over that in white with a Posca pen, I think, and the same here on the sign for Trick or Treat. And I just love the way it turned out. Absolutely love it. It's got to be my favourite one of the month. If you could let me know in the comments which one out of the ones you see today is your favourite one, but this is definitely my favourite one of the month. I had a lot of fun doing it. It just turned out so much better than I ever thought it would. So yeah, I'm really, really happy. And I absolutely love this book. The pictures are just incredible. So that was Romantic Country by Erie. Then I have A Million Magical Creatures by Lulu Mayo. Now, I saw Zucchini Kitty do an incredible version of this. It's like really shabby chic vintage colours, and it just looks stunning. And I thought, I really like that. And I thought I will have a go at doing something similar, but I'm going to use my Brute Funa macarons. So that's what I did pretty much. That's certainly for the bow I used Brute Funa macarons. These pumpkins, Brute Funa macarons, leaves. And then I added a little bit of, I think, hang on a second. But yeah, I've added some polychromos on the broomstick because they didn't quite have the colours I wanted. And then there's some Pentel dual hybrid on each of the little monsters, or the ghosts, I think, and the wings of the bats. And then there's some Pentel dual hybrid on her tights, and then on all the stars is sparkly gel pen. Pentel dual hybrid for the smiles and the eyes and the pumpkins. And then for the witch's costume and hat, I coloured it in pencil, and then I overlaid it with Dragonfly Glaze Enchanted Shimmer in blue, and I really like the way that turned out. So it's not quite the same, but I really like it. It's different. It's a different colour palette for me, and I think that's why I enjoyed it. I like the sparkle. I like the colour choices, just a little bit different. And I didn't want all orange pumpkins, so I put some pink ones in. And apparently, the pink pumpkins are a thing. They do exist. So that was quite funny to discover. I can't remember whose channel I was watching that said that. But yeah, so that was from Lulu Mayo's A Million Magical Creatures. Then we have Matchstick Mouse, a Halloween colouring book. So I cannot remember. Okay. So this was a buddy colour with Beth Pym Art. She had seen me colouring a different page, I think. Yeah, so she had seen me colouring this page on the channel as a colour along. So we'll talk about this one first. So this is Arteza Everblend alcohol markers as a base. I'll just check. Yep, all as a base. Then I went in and did shading with Arteza Expert pencils. And then there's some sparkly gel pen in the stars and little spots in the skies. I did put some glossy accent on the owl's eyes, but I messed that up. Then there's some Pentel dual hybrid on this little ghost on the pumpkin. And I just love the way that this turned out. And I got comments from Morgan O'Brien himself saying it was really good. So that was really, really cheering to see. But yeah, again, the autumnal leaves, I really had that vibe this this autumn. And yeah, so after Beth had seen me do that one, she said let's do a body colour. So we did this one together, which again very similar. I used Arteza Everblend alcohol markers as a base for everything. Then I went in with Arteza Expert pencils. I changed the colour of the hat each time. The spider has got some Secura Jelly Roll Glaze. The cobweb is in black, so I whited all of that out, and then I added some white dots for like a starry sky. But again, I really, really like the way this one turned out. Yeah, and I really like this book. So I'm going to put Feth's just here, and she's done a short on hers, and she's done a longer video, and I'm just going to put that there. So thanks very much for reaching out, Feth. That was really fun to do a buddy colour. So that's Matchstick Mouse, and my 2 that I've done in there this month. Then I was getting a little bit bored of doing Halloween pictures, and I really wanted to do something in here. And again, I went out of my comfort zone a little bit, and I decided to do, hang on, let me find it. I decided to do this cake page in Matchstick Europa by Rita Berman, and I had a lot of fun. Again, I wanted to do it pastel shade, so I reached for my Brut Funa Macaron, which worked lovely in this book. I did get some different colours, and I think I used, yeah, Arteza Expert again for the cakes. So there is Brut Funa Macarons, there's Pentodual Hybrid in the little circles in the flowers, there's glossy accents on the strawberries and the cherries. There's lots of stickles on the cakes and in these swirls. There's stickles on the dots around the outside. There's Pentodual Hybrid on the crockery. And I just really had fun with this. It was just a really fun page. I loved the sparkle. I loved the shine. And I'm probably going to continue. And the background is silky crayon, and like a peach and pink and a yellow. And that was just to bring out some of these colours that had already been used. And I'm likely to carry that theme of the flowers over onto the chocolate shop on this page. But I really had fun with this page, and it was just such a relief. Oh, I also used, if you can see, liquid pearls on the bird's little kind of necklace here. That's kind of the first time I'd used those. And that as a result as a buddy colour with J.I. Colorist last month. So yeah, had a really fun time with this. There's some glossy accents on that icing. I seem to really just love colouring cake, but I like eating it too, so that might be why. So yeah, had fun. That was really, really fun. So that was from Matchstick Europa. Oh, I just need to put my little Ujimi flip wax paper in there, otherwise it will go onto the other page. There we go. Oops. Then I did a couple of, I think I just did one in here, I can't remember. No, maybe I did 2. No, maybe just 1. Oh yeah, I did 2. So then I did this one in, oh, sorry folks. Oh, that was an Amazon delivery, that was my Christmas book. Woohoo! So then I did this one from Morgan O'Brien's Matchstick Mouse, an autumn colouring book, and I did this one. And I had a lot of fun with this. This is based in alcohol markers, Arteza Everblend, Arteza Expert. I had a lot of fun. I knew I didn't want all this trunk to be brown, so I stuck a little bit of green in there. He just looks so cute. I love the colour of his hat, her hat even. I kind of try to match my colours up. I like the sparkle of the stars. Just love these little books, and I think I'm not going to do backgrounds in them. And then my other Coloropoli this month, which I did as a couple of videos on the channel, was a non-dominant hand challenge, because I went to jail in Coloropoli and that's what you have to do. So I coloured all of this with my left hand, and oh my goodness, it was a challenge. You will be able to see the videos. I will link them up here. So first of all, I based it all in Arteza Everblend alcohol markers, and then I went in with pencils. And you can see how bad the fur is with pencils with my left hand. It is so bad. So I gave up pretty much quite soon after I tried that. But I even put glossy accents on with my left hand. So chronic colouring down under, I hope this goes towards the challenge, and I hope I did it justice. So this is from Morgan O'Brien's autumn colouring book. Lovely autumnal leaves again. Colours were fun. It was hard work. It was mentally really challenging. So Matchstick Mouse, an autumn colouring book. Then I did a couple of images from seasons. So the first one I did in here was for Samway's hashtag Green Witch, colour witch with green skin. So for this, I normally use Black Widows in these. Yeah, so this is Black Widows. There's some Pentel Dual Hybrid on like the rim of her hat, which you can probably see. On the feathers, on the jewel of the cat, on the gold here. Then I used some watercolour on the branch, which you can probably just about see, going round in like, it was cinnamon I think that I used for that. Then what else did I use? Distress Oxide in the background, and that was a vintage photo, soot and walnut stain, and I put some water on that and got the distress kind of look, and that was really good fun. And then I felt the hat still needed a little bit of extra, so I put on some Stickles glitter glue on the hat and got a really lovely shine for that. So I had really good fun. I did fur on the cat. Oh, and then the inside there is an iridescent Arteza watercolour paint in like a shimmery green, which I really liked the look of, but you could barely see it in the photo that I took, but you should be able to see it on camera. So yeah, that was for Samway's colour witch with green skin. So that was really good fun. There's a bit of Stickles around the candle here. Really liked the way that one turned out. And then I wanted to do something else in here, and I decided to do this spider. I wouldn't normally have coloured this, but it was really good fun. So the background is Magic Fly iridescent acrylic paint, and I did that with something called Mars. And then I went over that with what is actually a bright orange acrylic paint, but when you mix it with the black, it goes this kind of purpley colour. So I really, really like that effect. I'll definitely be doing that again. Then the spider is, and then yeah, Black Widows again. I wanted a kind of jewelled spider. I wanted the jewels to match what I'd done. So there's purple amethyst and ruby. There's Pentel Dual Hybrid on the rope. There's Pentel Dual Hybrid on the spider. Lots of sparkle. And then I went and spattered it afterwards with a red Colero metallic watercolour, which I don't know if you can see. And then these white bits here are liquid pearls. Because I just kind of wanted to mirror the dots in the spider. But I really had fun with that, and I think it's actually quite a pretty spider in the end. So I was quite happy. So that was the spider in Seasons. And then I think this is the last one of the month. Yeah. So then I decided to do Vixie from Hannah Lynn's Mermaids, Fairies and Other Girls of Whimsy. And where's that one? This one. Again, I had a lot of fun with this. So this is Arteza Everblend Alcohol Markers. And then I went in with Arteza Expert. I got a bit of silver bits in her hair. Again, I went out of my comfort zone with the hair. We've got some white Posca down here for the web. White Posca in the sky. A yellow sparkly gel pen for the moon. A purple sparkly gel pen for the border. Love her eyes. Her fangs seem to have disappeared. I should probably put them back in. I put some silver and white in her eyelashes. And I just had a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Completely out of my comfort zone with the hair. But I think it turned out quite nicely. So that's it, folks. That's my completed pages for October. I hope you enjoyed watching. Let me know what your favourite picture was for the month. Always delighted to hear what that is. I look forward to seeing you in November. I will be finishing off our colour along in my Ricer Duck Asian. I'm kind of feeling as though I want to do quite a lot of Johanna Basford next month. I don't know why. I just have this urge to do a bit more in her books. But I've just got her Christmas books and I've got some more coming on Friday. So that's really exciting. So have a good colouring month in November. I've got 2 rolls with Coloropoly this month. Hopefully I don't go to jail again. Have a good fireworks night if you celebrate fireworks. And I'll see you again soon. Bye.